We're live. We're live. Hey Jerry, how you been?
Well, I'm pretty good. We're live where? On your face
Um,
page, your Facebook, or your
no,
TikTok, or
we are
your.
live on YouTube right now, like we've
Oh,
been in the
wonderful.
past. Yeah, I think I finally got
Wonderful.
it to work. Saints alive.
This, they've updated Zoom recently and made this a lot easier to do, too, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember this being easier to set up than in the past, although you wouldn't know it from my previous try, but neither here nor there. Anyway, so it's been a busy week here in Kitsap County.
Oh, Lord have mercy, help us.
Yes. You know, I really like when the tulips come out in Skagit County. That's like one of my favorite times of the year. And my other favorite time of the year is filing week for, people who are running for office because it's really interesting to see all the people who show up and run for office. So before we begin, I really want to thank everybody who showed up, turned out, signed up to run for office. No matter your party, I think we can all agree that stepping up to serve your community is an amazing thing. And thank you for doing that. It's not easy. Campaigns are certainly not easy, but the very idea that you've taken this step forward to do something towards representing your community is really commendable. And thanks for doing that. And good luck with your campaign.
And on that same note, as the recently promoted new chair of the PCO committee for the 23rd Legislative District, I have great congratulations for you once again for becoming a PCO once again in your long career of staying engaged no matter what. You came up once again. I'm proud to say that you've been elected. So have I,
Yes.
by arrangement. Um, my precinct committee officer is running for office, and
Hmm.
back in the old days when we were young, yesterday,
Right.
the we had an understanding here in Kitsap County that if you were an elected official or a campaign running for a campaign, that you would not hold any other elected office within the party,
Yeah.
specifically because you already had a vote
Hmm.
and seat at the table. So Daria called and asked me if what I thought about it. And I said, yeah, absolutely, that's the way it should be. So he asked me if I would run, and I said sure. And just like always, our 245 Democrat members don't even get to see me there, don't even know about the change. I'll just have to go door to door.
Yeah. So, couple of things we might want to clarify. What is a PCO, Jerry?
Precinct committee officer,
Okay.
committee officer,
Right.
and they're responsible. They're elected every 2 years specifically to cover the neighborhood where they live.
Yeah.
And technically, I've been one now for over 30, 40 years, but technically, we're supposed to be there for the Democrats, just to keep our Democrat people aware and what's going. But there's so many people that are undecided in my district that I just decided I'm going to open the door and see anybody that's interested. Because frankly, after 70 years, I've come to realize that if your values need to be sold, they're probably not good values.
Right.
And
Right.
and
So, yeah,
and
go on.
ours sell it. So
Yeah. So, precinct committee officers are elected every 2 years for both the Democratic and the Republican Party in
correct.
Washington State. And so, There's many duties that a precinct committee officer does cover, including being that first neighborhood contact for your precinct. Precincts are split up into neighborhoods of sorts, and if you're interested in finding out how that looks to Kitsap County, certainly visit the Porter or the Kitsap County Auditor website at kcowa.us/elections. There is actually a set of precinct maps for the county so you can see. If you're interested in what precinct you're in, your voter information carries that information to you. You can find that at voter.vote.wa.gov. Um, the Secretary of State's elections site, also the Kitsap County election site, will give you access to your voter registration that does show your precinct. So I think I've covered that. The other thing that I wanted you to go back and explain a little further was you had said that you had had a conversation with Daria and that Daria
Mhm.
was running for another office. So
Right.
who's Daria? What's he doing?
Daria is going to be a candidate, or he has filed to be a candidate for the 23rd Legislative District legislator
Mm-hmm.
in seat two or one? One. I think it's seat one. Running this year uh, against our incumbent, Tara Simmons.
Okay.
Um, we also have Tara has registered, Daria has
Yes.
registered.
Yes.
We also have a Republican running in that race, and we have a Republican running against both of our other two 23rd district candidates, our
Wow.
senator and our other legislators. So
Wow.
it's um, it's got a wild we got a wild run going on. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see the final list. I barely looked at it before coming on, but other than that, I didn't have a chance to really look. I will say that we're covering Kitsap County tonight, so 35 covers also Mason and Thurston County. We're not covering that. 26, the other side of 26, woo woo,
I've got
is
26,
Pierce. We're not covering
35.
that either. We're just covering Kitsap
Right,
County this evening.
right now
Yeah,
in the 26th,
yeah,
we have for representative position two, Katie Cornell,
yeah.
Renee Renee Hernandez Greenfield,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like I have to change pages.
Yeah, there should be,
Uh, right? No, that's clerk. I think my pages have gone out of order on me all of a sudden
whoops.
because the 26th just disappeared from before me.
Right.
Right
I'm
at the
here to
top
tell
of the
you it
line.
exists.
I could show you, but that's
I live
not going to
here.
be
I'm
valuable.
still here.
Yeah, but it looks like, wow, one, two, three, probably three or more. Oh, there. No, that's 35th. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I thought there was some really,
Same thing. Well, the 35th legislative district um, Senate race
yeah,
has two, and representative position one has two,
yeah.
three, and this I don't know what position it is, but that's four. Holy cow. Position two.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so that's probably position two twice. So that's two individuals running in position two individuals, three individuals, four individuals running. Let's see, two for senator and two for legislative. So they're they're running in every all of their three as well. They've got competitors.
Yeah. I mean,
So
there,
35th has the 35th has a trip ticket. The 26th has a looks like a little more than a trip ticket, and the 23rd has a trip ticket.
yeah.
So we got
I am amazed at the amount of people who turned out this year. And I'm kind of excited to see how that's all going to come down because as you know, after filing week, I mean, this is go time for candidates. This is more raising money, more shaking hands, kissing babies, going to all the events, being at all the things, meeting up with your friends and neighbors and supporters, knocking on doors, all the things you do in a campaign. It's go time as of right now. Recently, I attended a campaign kickoff for Jen Marie Strickland, and she is running in District 25. And it was a really nice kickoff. It was well attended. She has a really strong message that really, I think, will resonate well with her potential constituency, and I'm very excited for her. She is a
I'm
much needed breath of fresh air. So,
I'm actually excited for the quality of all of our good Democrats. I'm
mm-hmm.
impressed by how much the kind of turmoil we're seeing in our national office really resonates in our local elections.
It
People come out in droves.
It does, and that even resonates down to precinct committee officer listings for the county. I am kind of I am kind of thrilled at it who did turn out. I mean, there was a few people that I haven't seen turn out for a couple of years now, and they are running again. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of new people as well. I'm excited for that. I am excited for um, really all the people who I haven't seen for a few years and now they're back and they're wanting to be back involved with their local political party. That really excites me all the way around because the more the merrier. And
Well, you know
for my
what I
party,
find
Democrats
exciting.
show up.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm excited about now is after um, talking at great length with our current leadership, almost all of us that have been here for a long time, like yourself, myself, and several others, are excited about having new young people that are just now starting their journeys and are ripe to learn what it's all about and how to do it. It's very exciting to see some of these young people that I'm talking to door and going, yeah, they're interested. They want to hear. It's
Right.
fun.
Yeah, I think one of the most rewarding things that I did as chair was go to different locations and speak with different groups of people about the Democratic Party and the things that we did and the things that we believe in and how our membership kind of gels together. And we have different positions in different, fundraisers and different events. And, our meetings are always open. And so at one point I had a small group from a home that would come and see me and I felt really good seeing them. Being able to attend and being part of, the Kitsap County Democrats. And it's been this year, I think it's been really fun to see how different parties do the same kind of work that we do as Democrats. I've been to a West Sound DSA meeting. I went to a Republican fundraiser. I plan on attending some local Kitsap libertarian events. There's a few other things that I've been invited to. Seeing the variety and the way and the format that others do things has been really eye opening to me.
You know, one of the other things that we should talk about too is that while we're all in that mindset of the future and representation and doing our community service, we shouldn't forget that there are a lot of committees that make significant decisions in the county, give significant input from citizens, lots of citizen positions to
Hmm.
represent your neighborhood or your end of the county or whatever it is, sewer districts, PDCs, all kinds of health district committees. There's grant committees and development committees and all kinds of interests that the county seeks our public input by seating committees to hear from us. So
Right.
while we're doing that, I'd like to reevaluate whether or not there's some committee that I haven't been on before that I'd like to try, or some that I want to go back to. So
You
it's
know, yeah, years ago, I actually put in to be on the BCAT committee, which is the local Kitsap Bremerton
yeah, yeah.
TV channel. I didn't get picked, but that's okay. I didn't have a lot of experience behind me at the time either. Um, but if you go to the Kitsap County
That's okay.
website,
You would have been.
yeah.
That's okay. You would have been supervising the show that I did every week on for the Democrats on there. So times
Mm.
times have developed.
Yeah, so you can actually visit the Kitsap County website, and there are volunteer committee opportunities. Like if you live out towards my way, there's actually a Manchester Community Committee, and I believe they are seeking a couple of
Mhm.
volunteers to come and be on that committee. I know that there's uh, another committee that I know is always looking for committee people are the Southwest Ferry Riders Committee. I'm not sure if that's through Washington Department of Transportation or the county or Kitsap Transit, but certainly look for that too. There are so many different opportunities. I mean, if you're not interested in necessarily serving your local political party, certainly there's opportunity through the county itself, and they would love to have you come be a part of that.
I've over the years I've been on a couple of them, and I found them very rewarding. And you really don't get to know who the staff are that does all of that work for us behind the scenes and helps get laws enforced, etc. But we had Kitsap County has some of the finest people in that office that I've ever seen. Our county courthouse, I mean, I'm really impressed with the quality of employees that we're supervising with our tax dollar. It's
Right.
so. What else is happening on the internet today, Hanny?
Oh, I haven't had a lot of time to be on the internet actually. Um, Joel, LD19 is still a hot dumpster fire, and if Democrats are running an LD19, please support them. That's the only like Twitter thing I got going for me. I went and had an eye exam done today and glasses, and yeah, I'm blind as a bat. I guess that's part of getting old. Um, I went and experienced SARS on the east side of Bremerton.
Oh,
Um, Picked up some coffee milk for my child. Let's see, and well, yeah, I've been on the phone, um, taking
we
care of
got.
different things.
I have actually spent a lot of my extra time trying to get used to my garden and getting the weeds cut back to get ready for our summer of yard parties and fundraisers. So it's always work a day, work a day. I guess we're never going to actually retire, Hanny. We're going to have to stay here for the rest of time immemorial.
Right? I'm just making sure to type stuff in chat so that some of the things we've covered. So,
Well, it's going to be a challenging couple of weeks. I know I've got some plans to do some presentations at our board meeting and at our membership meeting to hopefully get us moving in a direction that's going to be long term.
yeah.
And I'm very, very excited about the quality of candidates we have, especially now how easy it is for us to get hold of Emily. Emily is really needs our support and our efforts to keep her feeling like she's representing us with love and care because back in Washington D.C., none of our delegation is very highly respected and not treated terribly well. So, and poor Adam, I think the first time, I think the first time in Adam's entire career as our congressman, this is the first time I felt sorry for him. So
Oh, Adam Smith, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have such a hard time remembering names that I can't. We're lucky I remember their first name.
Right. No, no, I totally get that. Well, hey, it's been fun. Let's do this again sometime. And
I would, let's next time we get together, let's have a specific topic.
yeah,
I'd really like us to have a chat because I never get a chance to talk to you about the stuff that we talk about on the show well enough.
right.
I I'd really like us to talk about the transition, the generational transition taking place within the party.
Yeah,
And because everybody thinks that because we're old, we're just, fighting against it. We got to keep up. But I don't feel that way. I feel like it's time to be the mentor. It's time to help the young get their message out there because it's the same message, just a different view. So
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. So I'd like us to
Yeah,
plan that. Let's have a discussion. Maybe get a couple of young people on here with us.
that'd be fun. Let's do that. All right. Well, hey,
Uh,
thanks for hanging out with me. And I am actually going to be on later with Terry Schumacher. I was invited to come and hang out with Terry Schumacher and talk with her about being a precinct committee officer. So I'm
oh,
really
wonderful.
excited about, offering support and helping her with that. So yeah.
That's that's where we should all be because those are the people that really make it happen.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, hey, bye everybody, and hopefully we'll be back soon with another great something. Have a
So
great evening.